Coach, congratulations today on your series sweep. This was the first in Siena. You had the pitching shakeup with Dom starting on Sundays now. How happy are you with the switch up this weekend?
Yeah, I thought all three starters pitched really well. Dom was outstanding. Command of the fastball. There was life on the fastball. The cutter was in play. The slider was in play. The changeup was really good. That looked like Dom Stagliano. I think they had a couple extra days rest, kind of get him back to looking like himself. And pretty complete ball game. I thought we missed some opportunities early offensively, but we pitched and defended, and then got a chance in the last hour there to kind of break it open.
Coach, you're in your second shutout of the season. Russell Sandifer comes in, strikes out the first side he faces, and then you had Monmouth threatening, and he gets that big K to get you guys out of the inning. What can be said about his relief?
Yeah, that's probably 3 or 4 really good relief appearances in a row. Like the one he did was kind of a bad luck thing at FAU. I thought he pitched well there. He's trending to be one of our guys out of that bullpen that we can rely on.
As we move in conference play, how's the weekend rotation look like? Is there going to be changes throughout? Or is it like,
No, honestly, it looked pretty good, right? I'll leave it
Yeah.
just the way it looked right there. So
Yeah.
let those guys kind of settle in, hopefully, and hopefully we don't have to change it the rest of the year.
Outscored the Hawks 43-4 in this series. What can be said just about the offensive dominance and how you're seeing the bats come along?
Yeah, you talk about the swings, right? There were some really, really good swings in there, some good approaches, some good at-bats. But I thought one game the running game showed up, the ability to steal some bases. And then another game, the short game showed up and created some runs that way. And then the long ball showed up again late in this one by Dylan King.
Stagliano was the only starter throughout the weekend and not allowed a run. Did you see a difference in his confidence out there this weekend?
A little bit. I mean, I probably saw more in just his stuff, right? So his stuff was ticked up back to normal, and I think that gave him confidence. When you're back out there and you're used to pitching a certain way, and it's not going that way, it's hard to be confident. And he went out there, and right away the fastball had life. The changeup was down in the zone, and the cutter was into one of their best hitters right away, to the Caulfield kid. Like, he got it in for the punch out, and he was off and running.
Got a one-off against Miami coming up on Tuesday. What's going to have to be done to maintain consistency and keep the win streak going?
We'll just play UCF baseball. We don't know who's going to start yet. We'll figure that out in a day or so. Continue to pitch and defend the way we are, and figure out a way to score runs.
You said before that a lot of the team said on media day that you guys have to be better on Sundays, and you've had 2 series now where you're closing out Sundays strong. How good is that to see from your team in these situations in terms of longevity?
Yeah, and like I said before, that thing it's 2-0, 3-0, and it's 4-0, and we're really not doing much offensively. And if you don't pitch the way that Stags and Sandifer did, and we don't defend that way, that thing can get hairy in a second. But we did that. We stayed focused defensively and on the mound, and gave ourselves a chance to get to the bullpen and score some runs and open it up. I thought the last hour of that game we played pretty well.
Noticed, I believe it was Antonio. He got hit on the hand. How's he doing?
Seems fine now, so everything looks. It caught a little bit of that hand guard, thank God. So that was nice.
You guys are plus 70 in your last 6 games, run differential. How much confidence do you guys take into the conference play coming up?
Well, I think they should, right? That's something that we talked about being capable of. It's not, you're not always going to score that amount of runs, but the versatility of it, right? So when runs are harder to score in certain games, we have other ways to score. I think that should give them the most confidence, whether that's the short game, the base running, or just standing up at the plate and delivering blows like Dylan did it there in the 8th.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.